What do you want out of life? Most of us would say we want to feel secure. We want a secure job, a secure relationship, a secure future. We spend our entire lives chasing this feeling of safety and certainty. We work, we save, we plan, all in a desperate attempt to nail down the future and protect ourselves from the unknown. But what if this entire quest is a trap? What if the more you desperately chase security, the more insecure you feel? What if the only way to find any real sanity in a fundamentally uncertain world is to completely and totally let go of the need for security? This is the brilliant, mind-bending, and profoundly liberating paradox at the heart of philosopher Alan Watts's classic, The Wisdom of Insecurity. This book is not just a message for an age of anxiety, it is a diagnosis of the very thinking that creates our anxiety. Today on Geeky Philosopher, we are going to explore this timeless wisdom. This is a journey to unlearn our most cherished fears. It is a guide to letting go of the desperate search for solid ground and learning, finally, how to swim. The book begins with a diagnosis of the modern condition. Why, Watts asks, are we so uniquely anxious? We live in an age of unprecedented technological power and material comfort, yet we are plagued by a feeling of profound unease and insecurity. His answer is that we are living with a divided mind. We have become so skilled at abstract thought, at language, and at planning, that we have come to identify ourselves not with our present living experience, but with the idea of ourselves in our heads. We have mistaken the menu for the meal. We have a concept of ourselves, an ego, which is really just a collection of memories of the past and expectations for the future. And this ego is terrified because it is constantly trying to secure itself against the one thing it cannot control: the flowing, unpredictable, and ever-changing reality of the present moment. Our anxiety, Watts argues, is the direct result of this internal division. It is the friction between our desire for a permanent, secure I and the reality of a fluid and impermanent world. We are trying to grab a hold of a river, and the struggle is exhausting us. The primary strategy of the anxious ego is to live for the future. Our entire culture is a giant future-producing machine. We go to school, not for the joy of learning in the present, but to get a good grade that will get us into a good college. We go to college, not for the experience itself, but to get a good degree that will get us a good job. We get the good job, not to enjoy the work, but to get the promotion that will allow us to one day retire and finally, start living. Watts calls this the grade A life, a journey in which we are always living for a future payoff that never seems to arrive. We are constantly chasing a carrot on a stick, and the stick is our own life. We live in a state of perpetual almost there, forever postponing our happiness until some future condition is met. But the future is an abstraction. It never comes. There is only ever the present moment. By constantly sacrificing the present for the sake of a secure future, we are, in a very real sense, sacrificing our entire lives. We are so busy preparing to live that we never actually live. So what is the antidote to this future-chasing anxiety? It is to wake up to the only reality we ever have, the present moment. Watts argues that we have become disconnected from our own senses, from the wisdom of our own bodies. Our brains are so full of abstract chatter about yesterday and tomorrow that we have forgotten how to simply be here, now. The practice he advocates is not a complex meditation technique. It is a simple shift in awareness. It is the act of bringing your attention back to your direct sensory experience of the world. What do you see right now, without putting a label on it? What do you hear? What can you feel? He asks us to realize that the present moment is not just a fleeting, razor-thin slice between a vast past and a vast future. The present moment is all there is. It is the eternal stage upon which all of life unfolds. When you can rest your awareness in the present, the anxious ego begins to dissolve. Why? Because the ego, the story of me, is made of past and future. In the simple, direct reality of the now, it has nothing to hold on to. The constant need to secure a future self disappears, and in its place a profound sense of peace can arise. This leads us to the book's most famous and paradoxical idea, what Aldous Huxley called the law of reversed effort, or the backwards law. The backwards law states that the more you consciously try to grasp something, the more it eludes you. The more you try to force yourself to be happy, the more you focus on your own unhappiness. The more you try to make yourself feel secure, the more you notice all the sources of insecurity in the world. The more you try to quiet your mind, the louder your thoughts become. It's like trying to catch water in your fist. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips through your fingers. So what is the solution? You have to do the opposite. You have to relax your grip. You have to let go. If you want to be happy, don't chase happiness. Instead, fully accept your present unhappiness. Allow yourself to feel it without resistance. In that act of acceptance, the struggle ceases, and a deeper sense of peace can emerge. If you want to feel secure, you must fully embrace the fact that you are and always will be fundamentally insecure. Life is a flowing, unpredictable process. You cannot nail it down. By accepting this insecurity, by learning to be comfortable in the midst of uncertainty, you achieve a form of security that is far deeper and more resilient than any external guarantee. The backwards law is the ultimate expression of Taoist wisdom. The way to float is to stop trying to swim and to trust the water. The final and most profound part of Watts's argument is about our relationship with the world itself. The ego, in its desperate search for permanence, is terrified of the fact that everything in the universe is impermanent. Everything is in a constant state of flux. Everything is born and everything dies. We try to fight this. We try to hold on to pleasure. We try to build monuments that will last forever. We are trying to save our own lives and our world from the inevitable flow of time. Watts argues that this is a tragic mistake. It is precisely the fleeting, impermanent, and unsavable nature of the world that makes it so beautiful and so precious. A musical note is beautiful precisely because it fades away. If it held on forever, it would just be an annoying noise. Life, like music, is a flowing, rhythmic process. To try and hold on to one moment, one note, is to destroy the beauty of the song. The ultimate wisdom of insecurity is to fall in love with the perishable, transient, and beautiful dance of life. It is to have the courage to love, to create, and to live, knowing that it will all one day pass away, and that this is not a reason for despair, but the very source of the world's profound and heartbreaking beauty. The Wisdom of Insecurity is more than a book. It is a work of art. It is a gentle but powerful invitation to a completely different way of being in the world. It is a call to unlearn our culture's most cherished and most anxious habits. The habit of living in the future, the habit of resisting our own feelings, and the habit of desperately trying to find a solid ground of security in a universe that is, by its very nature, a magnificent and constant flow. Alan Watts does not offer us a new set of beliefs to cling to. He offers us something far more powerful, a way to let go. He teaches us that the only true security is found in embracing our insecurity. The only true sanity is found in letting go of our desperate need for control, and the only true life is the one that is happening right here, right now, in this one eternal and precious moment. This book is a permission slip. It is permission to stop fighting, to stop striving, and to start trusting the beautiful, intelligent, and mysterious process of life itself. If you are a seeker of this deep, paradoxical, and liberating wisdom, someone who is ready to let go of the shore and learn to swim in the river of life, then you are a student of this philosophy. Consider subscribing to Geeky Philosopher, where we believe that the greatest wisdom is found not in the answers, but in the courage to live with the questions. Thank you for being here.